EA Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
Tonight's the night for football, everybody. The bright lights are on, the stage is set, and the crowd is ready. It's Monday Night Primetime on EA Sports. Straight ahead with a nationwide audience tuning in. It's a Monday Night Primetime showdown between the New York Giants and the Los Angeles Rams. On the Giants sideline, there's a look at their head coach, Brian Dable. His guy's still perfect, a third of the way through this season at 6-0. On the other side, the head coach of the Rams. His guy's more than motivated for this contest. We're ready to take the field here at home. First play is to the air. Has him on the quick hitter. Continuing to move past the 45. He could do it! And he will take this across. Touchdown, New York. The Giants take a 6-0 lead right away. One snap in, and this offense as efficient as they could be, partner, and looking very dangerous to begin this ball game too.
Yeah, you know, it's one thing for coaches to tell us in our production meetings they want to be a quick strike offense, got to be explosive. But they put that talk into action. One play from scrimmage, one touchdown, and one massive statement sent across the field.
The Giants and their quarterback ready to take over once again. Well, Brock, it only took them one play to reach the end zone last drive. They might have to work a little bit harder this time out. They're going to throw here to begin the drive. Forced out to his right. He takes it himself. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. Great start to this drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. To the air now on 1st and 10. He's going to try to drop it in deep right. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Throwing now out of the shotgun. Chased out to his right. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And they make the tackle at the 38. That's 16 on the pickup. And it's good for a New York 1st down. Off the play fake, he'll throw. Oh, put some heat on this deep ball, left side. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free, incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And that'll bring up 2nd down. They are throwing it again. He has room past the 25. Still fighting forward. And the ground game works for the touchdown. The Giants break the tie here in the 1st.
These touchdowns on the season haven't all looked the same, but boy, has he made a happen.
Giants headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And while they've worried about his arm a little bit early, he's been happy to get some yards on the ground. Looking like an effective dual threat thus far. First and 10, they're going to throw. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. It's a pickup of 33 yards. And the Giants Giants are going to have the first down.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You've got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
They go play action on first down. Bails out of the pocket quick. He's taking a shot down the sideline. This is brought in at the 50. They rip off a huge chunk of field as the downs reset. Into the red zone after that big pickup. It's 1st and 10 from the 15. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset. And I know we're still in the first half, but you look at his totals, Brock. It's looking like 100 yards isn't just a fate possibility. It's almost a certainty with how well he's been mixing some dual threat reps into his work here. And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on 1st and goal. All right, here we go, 2nd down.
At the Rams' 4-yard line.
Here's a design run. And he gets in, touchdown! The Giants grow their early lead to 13. Wow, Brock, hard to imagine a more effective play in their entire playbook for that particular spot right there.
You know, you get in this red zone, Kate, you want the ball in the hands of the guys you do trust the most to score. In a lot of cases, well, you trust...
The Giants ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. And eventually, Brock, one of their drives is going to fail to reach that end zone. But through 3 possessions so far, they have been perfect.
Yeah, and in order for that to happen, somebody somewhere on this defense has got to rise to the occasion.
Back to pass on 1st and 10. He puts some air under it deep down the left. Good coverage on that deep ball downfield. Throw knocked away. That's going to send him back to the line for 2nd.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Pass play now. Completed over the middle. Gets some space around midfield. Keeps himself upright. Touchdown, New York! The Giants take a 13-point lead.
You know, Kate, there's a reason that slant route has been in playbooks, I don't know, since football began. Because if you hit...
Giants are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And I know we're normally discussing his work leading the passing game, but wow, we've really had to take note of what he's done on the ground. He's leaned into that part of his game early. Airing it out to start this drive. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. One play in, and they are already close to midfield.
1st down, New York.
1st down, play action. And the downfield call is going to go unanswered. Defender saw to that. That incompletion means it's 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
He keeps this one himself. He's across midfield into Rams territory. They get about 4 there. Need a little more than that now on 3rd and 6.
It's a gain of 4, and it's 3rd down.
He'll air it out on 3rd. Escapes out to the left. Going deep here for the end zone. And he takes it in. Touchdown, New York. The Giants take a 13-point lead.
That's some good old-fashioned playground football. Even at the elementary school, find the fastest kid and let him run.
Giants headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And at the pace he's begun the game throwing the football, Brock, he is in line for a special type of performance if they need to keep throwing it until the end. He's trying to go deep again. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on first down, but just couldn't make the connection. On the 24 once again, it's 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. He's looking deep once again. And again, an interception is dropped. Looked a whole lot like the last play, didn't it, partner? And again, the turnover escapes him. It's going to be 3rd down.
And 10 yards.
3rd and long, they're going to throw. His pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And they come up big on 3rd down there with the sack. Giants ready for their next series. Led out on offense by their quarterback. And in a high-scoring game to this point, everyone anticipating, well, even more points as they take the field. And they're on him to send him out right before he gets to that 30-yard line. That's a 38-yard play for him to move the sticks. So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. Escapes the pocket. Brought in right side. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. Bringing the offense up to the line. 1st and 10.
Let's go now. 18, come.
From the red zone on 1st. And this is going to be a New York touchdown. The Giants stretch their lead to a 3-score advantage. And that is his 3rd touchdown catch. Certainly enough to call this a very good game for him. And we're still in the opening half, so what else might he accomplish before we're done here? Giants are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. They have been automatic scoring in this quarter, and yet another opportunity to do so here. Pass play on 1st and 10. Fights his way through a tackle. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. One play in, Brock, and this drive is already in enemy territory.
Giants, 1st down.
Trying to throw this from the gun. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. So that brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
And they're going to throw out of the gun. Sends this to the end zone. And through the back of the end zone and out of bounds.
You know what that route is called, right, Kate? OTB. Over the ball. And those are the ones you've got to hit. You've got to be able to play offense from the inside out. Got to find a completion right there.
And he's going to get this down inside the 30 before he's driven out.
It's a gain of 7.
All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10.
1st down, New York.
Throwing it again here. And he's got it. It's in close. And he has the New York touchdown. The Giants boat racing them to the halftime locker room. It seems like a lot of the time, Brock, even if the results aren't quite as flashy every rep, tight ends are even more reliable scorers than a lot of receivers are when it comes to the passing game.
Yeah, I would agree with that, but there's also a lot more real estate for them to work with.
The Giants headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. This winning streak has been impressive for him. 6 games now, and they lead so far here.
Okay, ready? Ready? Safety lock.
To throw here on 1st down. Oh, puts some air under this one, right side. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. They got 2nd down.
With how hard it is to get an open look downfield, you can't let the coverage off the hook with the drop. Saw open space, started running before he was able to watch the ball into his hands.
Another throw here on 2nd down. Escapes the pocket. He slides down with an enough to pick up that first.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide in practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play, and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
Throwing the out route complete. Tackle made at the 10. First and goal coming up. This is the type of performance a former quarterback just like yourself, Brock, can marvel at. He's carried a great performance through much of this game. Even as the defense adjusted, tried to slow him down, none of it mattered.
I like the way you say that right there, Kate, because these moments the game does slow down. It is so fast on the field for the normal person.
And he will take it in. Touchdown, New York. The Giants push their lead further to start the half. Well, we all knew somebody was running with it there, and when the defender started flowing towards the back, he made the right call that he would be the one to run it in.
Yeah, he sure did. I think if he hands that off, this play does not end in a touchdown, but in a collision for his running back.
Yeah.
So not only is that running back thanking his quarterback, the rest of the guys are celebrating for that decision.
Giants ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. And as this lead has grown, they have not taken their foot off the gas. No reason to expect them to slow down now on what could be a fourth consecutive touchdown drive. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. He's going deep! Brought in inside the 20. And he will take this across. Touchdown, New York. The Giants can cruise to a win, growing that lead further. That is as efficient as an offense can be. One play, 70 yards, and 6 points, Brock. They can save the rest of the plays they had prepared for their next series.
Rest of the plays? Why even call a different one? I mean, that one hit the sweet spot on the barrel and got out of the yard in a hurry. Perfect call to catch him sleeping to start that drive.
The Giants are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And the first half scoring has continued so far in this second half as they try to keep the pace. Off the play fake, he'll throw. He's loaded another one up. Caught just shy of the goal line. Touchdown, New York. The Giants lengthen the lead at the end of the third.
I know you got to mix your looks defensively. You just can't play all zone coverage, and sometimes you got to play man-to-man. But with the receiver, with that kind of speed, that is scary, and he just made him pay.
Giants headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And he has continued to own this defense and keep on throwing that football, partner, making this performance one that he's going to remember, but as you like to say, the defense would probably rather forget. On first down, they'll run. He brushed him off with ease. And he only picked up about 3 yards there before they got to him. It's second down.
Out of bounds at the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Oh, he taps it quick to the receiver coming across here. And he takes it inside the 35 before heading out. It appears all that prep work and studying that you quarterbacks love to do in the build-up to the game, Brock, it has certainly paid off. This guy has picked apart this defense much of the contest.
This is one of those games you appreciate. There's going to be peaks, there's going to be valleys, there's going to be mountaintops. Just like pitchers don't have all their stuff every time out, well, when you do and you're electric, it's sure fun to play.
It's a game of 3.
We've set it downs for him from the 31.
New York.
First and 10, he keeps it on the option. He's not able to escape. The zone read doesn't work. It's going to cost him a couple of yards, too. Maybe the wrong read on the option there, Brock, but it kind of looked like the defense had both reads picked up pretty well there.
I'd agree with you because the option, you're trying to option off of one defender, like a 2-on-1. That time, the defense was all over it. Tremendous pursuit to knock him backwards.
Dime coverage from the Rams as they get prep for this third down. They'll throw, third and long. That's caught for the first. And he is stopped just before he can get the score, tackled inside that 1-yard line. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with first and goal.
Go! 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Taps it quick to the receiver coming across. Not able to make a push for that goal line. He's hit for a loss, back at the 3. In the wrong direction the last play. Need to get forward 3 yards here on second and goal. Back to throw. Oh, again, it looks like a pick, but they drop it. A chance to steal it away in the end zone. Just can't finish the play.
It's third down and goal.
Takes the handoff. Now to throw.
The third down pass. Brought down back at the 11-yard line.
The Giants ready for their next series. Let out on offense by their quarterback. And they settled for a chip shot field goal last time, Brock. You gotta think they want to be able to finish it off and reach the end zone here. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And they force him out after just 2 yards there. It's going to be 2nd and 8.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down. After that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
They'll work against the blitz. That's completed right side. And that's a New York touchdown. The Giants continue adding to an insurmountable lead. Giants are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And like we've seen from him before, Brock, he got a good game going early through the air and kept the pressure up from then on. He's still taking it to him now as we work through this second half. Lofts it deep right side. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And now they face 2nd down.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss, whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put it in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
After the incompletion, 2nd and 10, still from the 30.
Here we go, set. Set, go.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And this is across midfield. They're going to stop him at that 45-yard line. Even 25 on that play. And it's good for a New York first down.
First down, Giants.
They give it to him again. And he picks him up about 4 yards there. 2nd down coming up.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost when he busts those tackles.
Even 10-yard gain on the play. And the Giants are going to have the first down.
And just in case this offense didn't have enough to contend with, now you got to worry about a quarterback that could do what he just did, tote the ball himself for a big run.
Connecting on the slants. And they're going to stop him, but he got enough to make it 1st and goal from the 8.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Sign quarterback one here. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal. And it's not just some quarterbacks, Brock, who got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time.
And stop me if you've heard this before, Brock. They've scored again, and they grow that lead further. The Giants are running them out of the building. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out, and that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
The Giants headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And they should just be able to kneel out what time remains. There's 3 timeouts defensively still available, but using them is not going to alter this outcome. Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Second down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass.
Second down and 10.
They're going to pass it here. Fits it through the middle. And he will take this all the way up near midfield.
Just about every offense since the beginning of time, since the forward pass, Kate, has loved a tight end that could stretch the middle of the field. Now, I remember as a kid watching Kellen Winslow Sr. dice up right here between the hashes. And what a difference it can make for an offense.
First down carry, got him 9 yards. Here comes 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
They're going to stop him after he gets this to the 26. The Giants using their first timeout. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
First down, Giants.
Throwing now on first down. Has him on the quick hitter. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Clock is working against them as they hurry up to the line.
2nd and 4 at the 20-yard line.
He's going to throw this one. And we shouldn't be surprised as they connect in the end zone for yet another touchdown. The Giants throwing 6 more on the blowout. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes.
So the Giants come away with the win. And as we play in October, they have kept their perfect start to the season going.